All right, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Dirtdog International Racing Network. I am your host, Jacob Keith, here with the 410 sprint cars ready to rip down Williams Grove here in Pennsylvania tonight. These guys have been hammering down the practice, and boy, let me tell you what, these guys are cooking. Sean Stevens making the show here tonight. Robert Charette also going to make it. DJP also going to be in here as well. Daniel Kelly, some newcomers as well. I see Daniel Kelly, Austin Medea making a return here for week number 3 of the 410 sprints here for the Dirtdog International Racing Network's free 410 Showdown. Now, right now, you already know. I'm going to have to ask you to please stand up, remove your hats as we do tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, these guys ripping down the 410s here at Williams Grove so far. Sean Stevens putting up the fastest time. For the majestic one of Robert Charette holding on to that second spot. DJP in the third position for fastest time during practice thus far. So we will see who's going to have it for Sean Stevens here tonight, as we do know that number 26 machine is very fast with them YOB machines. Robert Charette, though, also one of them fast guys there in that number 64 machine. Going to hang on to the second spot. Don't go anywhere. We got a few more minutes left to practice. Then we're going to head on into the heats for some good heat racing action here at Williams Grove. I do have to say, look at that track surface as they wind it out and run that track surface down. We're going to check out tonight's weather report for the 410s here at Williams Grove. 60, I think it's 60 degrees Fahrenheit. It could be 68, I'm not quite sure there. 45% humidity, partly cloudy, 2 miles an hour wind here for Williams Grove. The lights are coming on for the nighttime race for the 410s. Anybody out there, if you want to get in on the action, come on, join on in. All you got to do is just send an invite to the league. And we are welcoming anybody with open arms. Head on over to the Dirt Dog International website at www.dirtdogsinternational.com. Check out our website. We got things going on over there, too. You can hit up our shop. We got exclusive merch here. Check out the link in the description there. We got all kinds of stuff. You can check out mouse pads, Dirt Dog International mouse pads. We got Chummy Motorsports mouse pads. Hit us up. Anything you do, support us with. Any kind of purchases, you will be credited for. You will end up on the credits at the end of the stream. So, with that being said, from the Dirt Dog International Racing Network, we want to try to give back to everybody that gives to us. Still trying to wind their times out there. Charrette's still going to hang on to the second spot. DJP in third. We're going to ride here watching that white, black, and red number one machine, excuse me. Just taken back. It's almost looking like just like our colors out there. Robert Charrette just on the green, black, and white. Sean Stevens also in the green, black, and white. There we see the number one with JRB Motorsports, Kenny Hoffman, trying to get around Charrette to 64. Austin Medea. That all red and black machine. Red and black seems to be the color lately, I have noticed. The number 20. Use that bottom side of 1 and 2, coming down into 3 and 4, also utilizing the inside line. 5 more minutes left to practice. These guys are trying to tweak their setups the best they can. The number 1 there, Kenny Hoffman, going around. Now all of them are going to sit on pit lane as we see them all lined up. Sean Stevens in the number 26 there. Robert Shred to 64. Going back out, we see Daniel Kelly, the newcomer, the number 2 with ABR Setup Shop there. Hitting the track, coming on out. These sprint cars have a lot of horsepower here. Long straightaways and tight entries to the corners. Kelly going to hold on to the 4th spot for fastest time here during practice for Dirt Dogs International's 410 Showdown. Car, if you are correct, sir, stacked field tonight. Some pretty big names. Sean Stevens, Austin Medea, Kenny Hoffman, Charrette, DJP. All you guys, Tristan Cornfield, man, some pretty big names here. James Burke. 10 cars showing up for the 410s here tonight at Williams Grove. Who do you think is going to take it? Shout it out in the chat. Who do you want to see take it here tonight? We got to shout out our sponsors, too. If it wasn't for them, this show would not be possible. Big shout out to Chummy Motorsports, Lamb's Custom Decal, High Roller Sim Series, and ELO Sims Racing. Go check out ELO Sim Racing on Facebook, High Roller Sim Series on Facebook as well. Also check out Chummy Motorsports. He has a group on Facebook. Lamb's Custom Decals. You can always hit them up for any kind of custom decal needs. You can also go to our website and get a Dirt Dog International shirt or decal. Shrek coming back out onto the track. The 64 machine hitting the low side of 1. Going to try to open her up onto the backstretch. Comes the number 1 of Kenny Hoffman. Couple more minutes, these guys winding out practice. 2 more minutes, excuse me. And Sean Stevens is still sitting in the first spot. And check out what his time is here, lap times. 15.8, it looks like. There we see Robert Shred's times as well. Can't really see him. I gotta pull it up on my phone to be able to see it. So I'm just pretty much just showing you guys out there what the times are like for what these guys are running. We got DJP out there in the number 1. 2 number 1s tonight. It's gonna be a battle of the ones. Ooh, we may have a couple more newcomers. Tiller Richard making his way in. So we're going to have 12 cars, I believe. Dustin Sargent, the 77 machine, also making his way in. Good to see you, fellas. Awesome to have you here in Williams Grove. Another 7 seconds. We're heading on into the heats for heat number 1. So we're going to pull up the grid now as these guys get ready to stack onto the field. Starting here on the pole, we're going to have Daniel Kelly starting in the first spot. Sean Stevens with YOB Machines in the second spot. Chris Schaefer, that 23 machine, starting third. Fourth, going to be Dustin Sargent. Fifth, going to be Robert Shred, the Majestic one. With sixth, going to be DJP. And tailing the end of the field, going to be James Burke. So it looks like 7 cars for heat number 1 as we get ready to go pacing. Just going to give these guys a good look over here as they get to pacing out. Williams Grove, like I said, during the practice, long straightaways and tight corner entries. But as soon as you get into that corner, it's widening out. Plenty of room. Who do you think is going to take heat number 1? Daniel Kelly, Sean Stevens down low and out high. Row number 1. Get rid of the tunage there as we get ready to go green flag. Sean Stevens the outside. Kelly down low. Pace truck is off. The green flag here is out at Williams Grove. Sean Stevens getting to a good jumper on the outside edge, going into 1 and 2 out of the backstretch. Kelly into the second spot. We got Dustin Sargent to 77. Pulling up from the 4th spot to 3rd, gaining 1 position. We're going to have a yellow strike the field. This one going to be on Chris Schaefer as we jump over there and see what happened. Schaefer, the 23 machine, trying to hold on to it, comes down off the corner there, gets into the number 1 there of DJP. Very unfortunate there for them, guys. Let's go back and rewatch that so we can get a better view. As he come off, he was blinking a little bit. And Schaefer was in the middle, almost 3 wide there in the back of the field. Schaefer not realizing, coming down on him. And just nothing you can do with these open wheels. Yellow flag's going to strike. Caution out. We're under the lights here tonight for the 410 Sprint Cars Series Showdown. Sean Stevens out front here of heat number 1 with Daniel Kelly in the second spot, Dustin Sargent in third, Robert Charette in fourth. Heading around 3 and 4 as the pace truck comes off. Sean Stevens. Green flag here is out. Gets the jump on them guys pretty good there. Dustin Sargent going to try to go to the inside here. Daniel Kelly. Kelly in the second spot. Dustin Sargent in third. Fourth going to be Robert Charette. And fifth going to round out the top 5. DJP. Guys are single file out here. Williams Grove, 8 laps for 5 cars left. Coming around, making it 2 left to go. Sean Stevens still out front. Not looking back here, as we do. Right on the backside. Just trying to kiss the wall there, but not. As he comes around the front stretch into 1 and 2 with the white flag waving. Onto the back stretch. Daniel Kelly in the second spot. Trying to chase down Sean Stevens coming around 3 and 4. Not able to do so. Able to hang on a second though. Daniel Kelly third. Going to be Dustin Sargent in that 77 machine. And taking home heat number 1. Going to be Mr. Sean Stevens. Starting here on the pole for heat number 2, we got Kenny Hoffman in that 001. In the second spot, we got Tiller Richard. Third, we're going to have Tristan Cornford. In fourth, we got Anthony the Ice Cream Man Carf. Fifth, we got Austin Medea. And that will be it for 8 laps of heat racing action here for the 410 Sprint Cars. There's Kenny Hoffman in the 001. Oh, look at that 4R camoed out. Man, that thing looks sweet. Tristan Cornford in that 84 machine with ABR setup. Anthony the Ice Cream Man car from the 90. And the 20 machine, Austin Medea. Five cars for 8 laps. Shout it out in the chat who you're rooting on here tonight. Who do you want to see take home this 410 sprint car? Heat number 2. Hoffman Richard on the pole. Who's going to take this one home? I think it's going to be Kenny Hoffman. It's going to be Tiller Richard. Ice Cream Man Anthony Carf and Tristan Cornford in the second row. With Medea tailing the end of the field. That 20 machine. Fast guy there, Austin Medea. I think we're going to see a surprise out of him coming from the back, maybe to first, maybe to second. We will see here as the green flag gets ready to rip. The back stretch into 3 and 4. Kenny Hoffman, Tiller Richard. Green flag here is out. Kenny Hoffman kind of playing the trick on Tiller Richard there. Forward into the second spot. Medea moving up into third already from the backside of the pack. Coming down into 3 and 4. Medea looking to prey on the backside of Cornford. The 84 machine goes down low but tries to come out to the middle as they go into 1 and 2. Nose to tail, that 20 machine pushing and applying the pressure all over the tail side of Cornford. Anthony Carf back here battling with Tiller Richard. As Richard, I'm not sure what happened there, ends up going to the pits. Carf going to move up into the 4th spot here. Got the number 20 machine, Austin Medea. Still working on the 84 of Tristan Cornford. Cornford not going to give it up so easily, heading into 3 and 4. Going on the outside edge, the 84 getting a little loose, coming off of 3 and 4 out of the front stretch here. The 20 machine sees the door opportunity to open up here as he takes the second spot around the outside edge here, going on to the back stretch. Kenny Hoffman, though, just not looking back as we're right on the rear side here. Almost the whole straightaway here at Williams Grove. One more lap around. We got a white flag out. "35 laps here at Williams Grove," which I'm now realizing would have been is way too much. I should have probably set it up for 30 or 25. Austin Medea now working from the backside to the second spot, gaining 3 spots, coming out of the back stretch as the checker flags waving for Kenny Hoffman, coming around 3 and 4 as he takes away home heat number 2. So now we have the grid for the feature. You see it there, Sean Stevens, Kenny Hoffman for the second week in a row. Can we see the 1 machine battle the 26, or is the 26 going to pull right away? We will see here at Williams Grove. Third going to be Daniel Kelly. Austin Medea going to be in the 4th spot with Dustin Sargent going to be 5th. Tristan Cornford starting in the 6th spot with 7th. Going to be Robert Charette, the majestic one. Anthony Carr for the 90 machine starting in the 8th spot. The Ice Cream Man willing to deliver out some ice cream. DJP going to start 9th. It doesn't look like Tiller Richard going to end up gridding into the 10th spot. He could, though. And Chris Schaefer tailing the end of the field here, as it looks like 10 cars for 35 laps, which, like I said, I am realizing it is way too many laps right now. But we got to run with it. That is definitely my bad. I didn't look at the laps at all. Sean Stevens, Daniel Kelly, a pace truck is way back there. Let me tell you something right now. Sean Stevens and Kenny Hoffman looking to take the green flag next time by. Yeah, there's a little bit of cream in the crop out there. Will Kenny Hoffman or Sean Stevens find the cream? So as the pace truck heads in, Kenny Hoffman, Sean Stevens. Side by side here. Green flag is out. Sean Stevens able to get a good jump there. Kenny Hoffman wasn't quite ready for it there. The number 2 machine giving the shot. Daniel Kelly to the backside of Hoffman. We got wrecking already in the back there. Austin Medea going around spinning as the yellow flag is going to fly. This one, I believe they're going to call it on the number 2 machine. Daniel Kelly will see exactly what happens here as he gets into the number 1 there. Inside there, comes off and gets into the number 20 machine. Very unfortunate there for Austin Medea. Daniel Kelly, the reason the yellow flag comes out. Hoffman and Stevens one more time. Stevens down low, Hoffman to the outside. Doesn't look like Hoffman's going to catch up to the outside of him. Looks like they're going to keep it under yellow one more time around. Must have been race control. Did not like something out there. Didn't see something that they liked or something. I'm not sure exactly what went on there, as I was not able to catch it. But Sean Stevens and Kenny Hoffman, I know we're ready for that start. Kenny Hoffman was sitting back a little bit on it. Tristan Cornford, Robert Charette now, the Majestic one, coming up 3 spots to the outside behind Kenny Hoffman. The 64, hang on to it, pick it up. Coming around 3 and 4, green flag here is out. Sean Stevens getting a good jump here. Kenny Hoffman down low, going to try to hang on to him. The second spot, trying to chase down that 26 machine. Yellow flag going to strike the field. So this one they're saying on the DJP, the number one. The other number one, not the 001. The other number one. Behind the 84 here, they go 3 wide. The 90 machine, Anthony Carr, coming out of nowhere. Just didn't really let up there. I'm not sure what happened there with Carv's machine. We're going to go back and rewind that. See exactly what went down in that one. Oh, he let right off coming in and just didn't give it enough break coming on in. Had nowhere to go, so Carf came out delivering popsicles tonight here at Williams Grove. Definite total racing incident. Carf had nowhere to go. He checked right up, let right off. Just not in time as that 410 over 700 worth of horsepower just was carrying him down the straight into the corner. And just, like I said, nowhere to go. Well, we see Robert Charette heading down pit lane there. I'm not sure what's going on in the 64 machine, but the Majestic one going to take her down pit lane and see if he can get something fixed in that 64 car. We're going to double file these guys back up. Sean Stevens, Kenny Hoffman. One more time, we'll see if Sean Stevens is going to get another jumper. Could Kenny Hoffman get the better jump on these guys? Or on Sean? Either way, the pace truck's heading down pit lane. 23, Chris Schaefer coming all the way from the back. 7 positions to 4th. Green flag here is out. Trying to hold off Hoffman and Schaefer. Medea now coming out of nowhere in that 20 car. 5 laps in. We got 30 laps here left to go at Williams Grove. Chris Schaefer having an awesome run as he comes from the back side of the field, up 7 spots into the 4th position, starting into the tail in that 11th spot there. Going to get around everybody. The ice cream man, Robert Charette. A good lot of them out there. Schaefer showing out. Back here with Charette as the 64 machine. Went down pit lane earlier. We see him back here in the 7th spot trying to work behind DJP in that number 1 car. Up to 3rd now. Austin Medea getting involved into that wreck with Ice Cream Man Carf getting served some popsicles using the slippery grease for the sticky tackness to use that outside edge to hang on to 3rd. Ten laps down. We got 25 left to go. Daniel Kelly gonna try to battle the 23 machine in that 20 car using the bottom side here. DJP back here in the number 1. Yellow flag's gonna strike here again, this time for the number 90 once more. Looks like you just got a little too loose on the outside here. Let's rewind that a little bit. So it comes down into 3 and 4 and ends up pushing out to the outside, getting into the marbles and slipping and sliding around. Here comes the rest of the pack. The leaders come around. Yellow flag's going to strike. Very unfortunate for the number 90 machine. The ice cream truck not going to make it here tonight, because he was able only to make one sellable purchase of that popsicle. Hoffman, Stevens all night. Stevens able to get a jump every time. We'll see if Hoffman's got anything for him. Nose to tail, Medea wants to test his limits here in that number 20 car. Back behind the 26, green flag here is out. Kenny Hoffman is currently in the lead. To the outside, Hoffman down low, getting the run off of 1 and 2, the 26 machine. Trying to hang on to it. We see somebody bouncing around back there. It doesn't look like they were too floppy. As we stay green, Hoffman staying to the outside here. Stevens going to stay down low. Medea in that third spot here in that 20 car. Side by side out of 3 and 4. Actually, not quite. Sean Stevens falling into the second spot here. Hoffman utilizing that outside edge, trying to find grip everywhere and anywhere that he can. Sean Stevens in the second spot. Austin Medea in third. Daniel Kelly now moving back up into the fourth spot. Stevens still trying to use the inside, not able to get to the inside of Hoffman. Now going to the outside here in 1 and 2. On the back stretch here, you see you see Sean Stevens here. That 26 machine onto the front stretch, down into 1 and 2 to the outside. Hoffman trying to hold him off that number 1 machine. The laps are winding out as we're a little over halfway home. Carf out there saying in the replay there as he was letting the leaders by, his motor just let loose. And she blew her right on up. That 90 machine was just heading for destiny. Folding her up tonight at Williams Grove. It's very unfortunate. Lap 19, 35 here. We're almost 15 left. Because we got a battle here between Sean Stevens and Kenny Hoffman. Stevens looking for that inside line to work and pull him around 1 and 2. Coming onto the front stretch into 3 and 4, or 1 and 2 now. Excuse me, that was around 3 and 4. Onto the back stretch. Medea in third. Hoffman now trying to use the inside there in 3 and 4. 26 Machine trying to go to the inside as we got a battle for the lead. Hoffman going to the outside. Sean Stevens trying to pull the slider. We got some contact with some wheels onto the backstretch. Hoffman trying to hold him off. Sean Stevens letting him go. Trying to hold on and keep a good show going here. So Kenny Hoffman still in the lead. Sean Stevens in the second spot. Austin Medea in third, trying to hold on to third with Daniel Kelly in fourth, trying to take it away. Sean Stevens still up here battling for the lead here, going down low, almost getting into them tires, coming around 3 and 4 onto the front stretch. Kenny Hoffman touching that outside wall just a little bit. Sean Stevens trying to hold on to second right behind him, not trying to lose any time as he does fall off just a little bit there. Coming into 3 and 4 on the outside edge, the number 1, Kenny Hoffman, just able to get a run. Going into 1 and 2. Austin Medea still trying to hold off Daniel Kelly. As Schaefer back here is trying to hold off DJP. We got action going on everywhere as the number 1 machine. Here, DJP trying to use the outside of the number 23 machine. Side by side here, battling for the top 5. These guys just had enough and want to put it down. Lap 27-35. Austin Medea still leading that pack. He's sitting in the third spot behind Sean Stevens and Kenny Hoffman. Hoffman finding his groove. We're on the outside edge, not looking back. As Sean Stevens fell off just a little bit there, about a half a straightaway. He's got about 7 laps left remaining to try to catch the backside of Hoffman. Five laps left remaining here as they head on to the backstretch. Hoffman looking to run down the rest of the pack. Schaefer tailing the end of that pack there in the 6th spot. Sean Stevens trying to utilize that bottom side into the front stretch, not able to gain any time there. It looks like he lost about a half a second against Kenny Hoffman. Hoffman into the outside wall. Caution flag's going to strike the speedway. Kenny Hoffman coming around. We watched the whole thing go down, but we got to watch it one more time. As he's on the backstretch, Kenny Hoffman and that number 1 just getting into the outside wall. Doing it all by himself there. Very unfortunate, very painful to watch as it's cringeworthy here as Kenny Hoffman ends up on his side. Very unfortunate there for the number 1 machine. Yellow flag waving. And we got about 4 laps left remaining once we go green. Oh, man. Charette not using the quick repair that he was provided after he got a little beating and banging out there. Very unfortunate for the Majestic 1. Not sure what happened to James Burke. We were hoping to see Burke come on out tonight. Green flags out for Sean Stevens. Austin Medea moving up into the second spot here. Coming from the fourth position to second now. DJP coming up from 9th to 4th. And Chris Schaefer from 11th, or from 12th. Nope, okay, 11th from 5th. Medea going to use that outside edge, trying to chase down Sean Stevens here. That 26 machine right from. Getting a little squirrely though, coming off of 3 and 4. The 2 of Daniel Kelly in the third spot right behind him. Gonna capitalize if there's any mistakes made. 2 laps left here remaining. As Sean Stevens comes around 3 and 4 for the white flag waving. Daniel Kelly, DJP. Chris Schaefer, your top 5. Stevens coming around 3 and 4 for the checker flag. Medea trying to hold these guys off. Daniel Kelly in the third spot. Almost giving it up to DJP right at the end there. Congratulations, Sean Stevens. Only the winner up to the booth here. We're going to try to pull up Mr. Sean Stevens up for a quick little interview. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. All right, we're going to pull up Mr. Sean Stevens real quick. All right, Stevens, man, that thing was a rocky here for the third time. How you doing?
Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you, man, that thing, like I said, was a rocky. You had a battle there towards the end with Kenny Hoffman, that one car. Tell us, man, was that 26 machine starting to fall off or something? What was going on there? Because that number 1 was starting to pull away.
Yeah, look, I've done a lot of practicing in the practice session, and I practice a lot down low. So, and that low line I don't think was coming in. So, when you do a whole lot of practice down low, it's hard to adjust and get back up on top again sometimes. And when these cars are as powerful as they are, it's a job to hang on to them at the best of times. So, you know, Kenny showed me the line. I was trying to gain him and get back on his toes, but you know, he was pulling away. If he didn't hit the fence and crash himself out, I think he would have been here where I am now. So. Unlucky for Kenny. I'll see him again next week, I'm sure. But yeah, it is what it is, and yeah, I'm glad to bring it home again.
That it is, man. Very unfortunate there for Kenny Hoffman, as he was starting to pull away from the Mr. Sean Stevens 26 machine. Is there anybody you want to thank here tonight for putting that thing up in victory lane here for, I believe, the 3rd time this season?
Yeah, I'll just give a shout out there. I'm back at Wyobe. All the boys that put their time in there and testing all these setups out that we get, and putting the time into those. Massive shout out to all our sponsors on the car: Catalysm Computers, LCJ, JS Sim Shots, PPS, and Pertex, CNC Race Designs. You guys for putting on the broadcast, and thanks to Wyobe for letting me drive their car.
Congratulations, man, here tonight, taking home the win here in that Winter Bennett machine. Sean Stevens here pulls home the 410s.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude here tonight the 410 Sprint Cars for the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. I am your host, Jacob Keith here, and it has been a wild ride right there. You see the 26 machine and that JRB Motorsports #1 Kenny Hoffman battling all night, but just able to pull it off, Mr. Sean Stevens with Win It or Bin It. Congratulations here. And to anybody out there, thank you for all the love and support. Don't do anything I wouldn't do unless you name it after me. Woo-hoo.